Alright, so today we're going to do a comparison video. We're going to take a look at two watches here. We'll start off with the wrist shot since I've been wearing this watch this week. And this is the Seiko Solar Tuna SNE499. And this is a PADI edition. A special edition, they call it. So let me zoom out here. And again, I have a 6.5 inch wrist. And the diameter on this is 46.8. Move it down a little bit here. So in person doesn't look quite as big on the wrist, but the nice short lugs on this make this a great watch to wear. So let's zoom back in and we'll take a look at both these watches here. So comparing the Solar Tuna versus actual quartz tuna. I guess this is the real tuna, I would call it. So again, just so you know, this has an aftermarket shroud on it. The Seiko Boy aftermarket metal shroud. It makes a big difference on this watch. And actually, I meant to show the plastic shroud here. Sorry about this. This is the factory shroud that comes on it. It's plastic. Looks like it's black. I think one website I saw it said it was blue, but anyway, set that to the side. Okay, so this is the SBBN039. This is the Seiko Tuna PADI. This is actually a limited edition versus a special edition. There are 700 of these, and I have one here, obviously. This has the quartz movement. This has the 7C46 quartz movement, I believe. It says on the back here. 7C right there, 7C46. And this is a limited edition. Gas diver, 300 meter. And you can see down there it's number, it has a number on it, so serialized, whatever you want to call it. And this one here still has a sticker on the back, but you can see there it says special edition air divers 200 meter. Also, I don't know if I mentioned yet, but I'm trying a new lighting setup in here. Got some lights behind me, so when we do the Loom Shot, I'll just cut the video and then splice in the Loom Shot. So going through the specs here, the Solar Tuna is 46.8 millimeter diameter, and the PADI tuna here is 47.5, so a little less than a millimeter wider diameter. And then the lug to lug on the Solar Tuna is 45.8, and the lug to lug on the tuna is 44.5, so that's 1.3 millimeter less in the lug to lug measurement. And another big difference between these is the thickness. The Solar Tuna is 12 millimeter thick versus 15.3 thick on this guy here, which I think is probably the thickest watch in my collection. And I measured that to the dome here. Solar Tuna just has the date. It does have a nice wave pattern to it there, which you can see right there. And then this has the day and date. As you can see there, it has the kanji date. This has a nice blue dial. You see they both have the red seconds hand. I'm sorry, the red minute hand. This one has a nice arrow for the hour. And then this has the arrow for the minute there. The seconds hand does hit most of the indices on this one here. Right there it's a little bit off. And the same for the Solar Tuna. I'd say it probably hits 95% of them. Same for this one. Oh, I did measure the bezel diameter. The bezel diameter on the Solar Tuna is 39.7, And then the bezel diameter on the Tuna is 40.9. So this one is 1.2 millimeter wider than this, but overall it's only 1 millimeter wider. And I didn't actually measure the plastic shroud versus the metal, so just keep in mind that this is not a factory measurement there. So I looked up the price on this one. It looks to be about $1,300 MSRP. And this one, I figured the cost you can get this for, and then also the cost of the shroud. The Solar Tuna with this metal shroud is about 1/3, actually it's less than 1/3 the cost of this guy here. So I'll just hold this one on my wrist. I really don't want to put it on my wrist. As you can see, this has not been worn on this silicone strap. I'm really not sure if I'm keeping this. I mean, I'm keeping it for now, but I may be selling it. I really haven't decided yet. I actually bought this watch first, and it was in, I mean, this thing is in great shape. I just couldn't bring myself to wearing this watch, because this, you know, it's a special edition and in great shape. So I was actually looking for another Tuna to buy, and I came across this one, but I was looking for the non-special edition and the non-limited edition. I think it's the SBBN031 and SBBN033. I saw some for $800, and then, like I said, I came across this one and picked this up. So yeah, they both have the X on there, the P and S that looks like an X for the Pro Specs. Also, this has the I guess I'll call them blued screws. They're blue screws, not blued screws. And then the crown is blue on it as well. This is a nice looking. This is a nice looking watch. Really like this one. So let's do. Well, actually, you know what? So I have another PADI here. Sorry, I never took the plastic off the bracelet. So this is the SRPA21 PADI Turtle. PADI Tuna. PADI Solar Tuna. And to continue the theme, it's not a PADI, but it's the same color bezel. We have the SKX009. I don't know why I brought these in here for the Tuna comparison, but you know, whatever. So let's do, yep, sorry, I forgot. I was going to put this on my wrist. Let me zoom out. Trying to hold this on my wrist without messing with the strap. Speaking of the strap, this does have a nicer silicone strap. I'll show you that in a second. So yeah, the lug-to-lug is a little smaller and the diameter is a little larger. So I think if you could pull this off, you can definitely pull this off. And you know, same thing with the Tuna. They're all about plus or minus a millimeter. They're pretty close in size, and you know, the SKX also. So what was I going to do? Look at the straps. This one is blue. Solar Tuna is blue because of the PADI, and this is black. So they are different silicone straps. This has some ridges on the back here. Feels nice. Feel like they may be the same. Actually, this one feels a little more, the Tuna feels a little more rigid than the Solar Tuna. So anyway, let's do a Loom Shot. Oh, sorry, I'll pause the video and then I'll splice in the Loom Shot here. So on the left we have the SKX009. Then moving from left to right, we have the Seiko Solar Tuna, SNE499. And then we have the Seiko Tuna, the SBBN039. And then on the very right, we have a Seiko turtle, and that is the SRPC91. And I forgot to mention, the solar tuna has a flat hardlex, and the actual tuna, the SBBN039, has a domed hardlex crystal. I'll turn the light on in a minute here, and I'll show that. So the loom, as you can see, is very good on all 4 of these. The SKX on the far left is the dimmest, and then the turtle on the far right would be the next dimmest, and then I say the solar tuna, which is middle left with the loomed bezel, partial loom bezel, would be second place, and then first place I give it to the Seiko tuna, and that's the one then to the middle right. That thing glows really bright, but the solar tuna is not bad either. I mean, really, the loom on all of them is great. I'll just show you with the UV light because I think it looks cool. Then let me turn some of the studio lights back on here, and I'll just show you that crystal real quick. So the watch on my left here is a solar tuna. It has the flat hardlex. Then the watch on the right obviously has the domed hardlex. Also, I didn't mention, but you can see the bezel is this blue color as well. The bezels are kind of similar shape, but this is notched out more often than the tuna. So that's a quick look at solar tuna versus tuna. Anything else you want to see or any comments, please put them in the comments section. Thanks again for watching.